welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. The Cardinals will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Condors offense comes onto the field first today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
To the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Snowed under by the defense. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Keeps it himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. And it'll be the Condors decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The Cardinals offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Richardson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Cardinals have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Quick give. It's Brown. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. First down, right back to Brown. Worked his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed.
Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Brown. And he's in! Touchdown, Cardinals!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he added the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeps it looking for the edge. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off.
There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Condors, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup in 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And it'll be the Condors, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the corner. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just
too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's right. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Drops back on first down. They're all over it. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Condors!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Holds on. It's Hughes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Rush is on. Setting up the screen. Across the 35. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Louisville! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Condor sideline, there is so much excitement down here on the sideline right now because their quarterback just broke the conference season record for passing yards on the last drive. He's right back out there to lead this offense. That record is going to continue to improve, but they did take just a moment to acknowledge him, pat him on the back, make sure he understands he is making history out there today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, what a move. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Condors will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of this drive. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Breaks through. It's Brown. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Cardinals come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Turns out it's Brown.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wants to keep it in the air. Rolls right. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On first down, it's Brown again. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Deep in the end zone, it's King. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Condor sideline, their running back is making a little bit of history, and his teammates are very aware. That last touchdown, rushing touchdown, put him at the top of school history for this season. Guys are fired up, making sure he gets the game ball right there. He's trying to get his helmet back on and get ready to run back out there and make even more history here today. But guys are very aware that he's doing something special out on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Just feeds the running back. He's past the sticks. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
The give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. They booted away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
That's caught. It's Hughes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Caught. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Cardinals want to move quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Back's got it on the screen. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Firing deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's right. Going deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And it'll be the Condors who will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Louisville head coach coming out of the locker room. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Long way to go on second down. The run inside. It's Brown. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Richardson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Wants to throw one first. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Making the adjustment on the play. Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's Richardson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going with the counter play here. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right side, it's Richardson. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place.
Caught, and he's got room. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's looking to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that. And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. From deep, it's King. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Looking for a crease to the left. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Garrison. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Condors will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with a quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Right side, it's Foley. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. One more time, it's Brown. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Holds it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Pulls it. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try it over the left side. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's right. Rush right in his face. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. Look out. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Dead center perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Handoff, Isaac Brown. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops.
Touchdown Cardinals! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
On the return, it's Kane. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Catch in the middle, it's Perkins. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Takes off. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And, man, you see that sometimes with these quarterbacks, man. They are such good. And they want to run them. But you know what they don't do in practice? They don't get hit very often. They wear a different colored jersey, so sometimes you'll see them. Ball security, nice tackle down the field, getting the football out, making a play for this defense.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. They were all over it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. Between the hashes, it's Foley. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Left side is Hughes. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And the quarterback was hoping he could get away with that last one, but nothing doing. 3rd and long now. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The give to the left side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. On play action. Finds his target. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He will not get it. Fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Knocked down immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. There he goes. Past the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Defense all over him.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all really